Hello everybody, and welcome to the Fortean Slip Bedtime Stories. Tonight, the shocking true story of the ghost of the Myrtles Plantation. The Myrtles Plantation was built in 1796 by General David Bradford and was called Laurel Grove at the time. General Bradford lived there alone for several years until President John Adams pardoned him for his role in the Pennsylvania Whiskey Rebellion. He then moved his wife Elizabeth and their 5 children to the plantation from Pennsylvania. David Bradford died in 1808. In 1817, one of Bradford's law students, Clark Woodruff, married Bradford's daughter, Sarah Matilda. Clark and Sarah Woodruff managed the plantation for David Bradford's widow, Elizabeth. The Woodruffs had 3 children, Cornelia Gale, James, and Mary Octavia. Possibly the most well-known of the Myrtles' supposed ghosts, Chloe was reportedly a slave owned by Mark and Sarah Woodruff. According to one story, Mark Woodruff had pressured or forced Chloe into being his mistress. Other versions of the legend have Chloe listening in at keyholes to learn news of Clark Woodruff's business dealings or for other purposes. After being caught, either by Clark or Sarah Woodruff, one of her ears was cut off, and she wore a green turban to hide it. Chloe supposedly baked a birthday cake containing extract of boiled and reduced oleander leaves. The various legends diverge as to why she did this. According to the legends, her plan backfired. Only Sarah and her 2 daughters ate the cake, and all died from the poison. Chloe was then supposedly hanged by the other slaves and thrown into the Mississippi River, either as punishment or to escape punishment by Clark Woodruff for harboring her. The historical record does not support this legend. There is no record of the Woodruffs owning a slave named Chloe, or Cleo, or any slaves. The legends usually claim that Sarah and her 2 daughters were poisoned, but Mary Octavia survived well into adulthood. Finally, Sarah, James, and Cornelia Woodruff were not killed by poisoning, but instead succumbed to yellow fever. Regardless of the factual accuracy of the Chloe story, some believe a woman wearing a green turban haunts the plantation. There are a variety of other legends surrounding the Myrtles Plantation. The house is reputedly built over an Indian burial ground, and the ghost of a young Native American woman has been reported. During the Civil War, the house was ransacked by Union soldiers, and legend claims that 3 were killed in the house. Supposedly, there is a bloodstain in a doorway roughly the size of a human body that cannot come clean. A mirror located in the house supposedly holds the spirits of Sarah Woodruff and 2 of her children. According to custom, mirrors are covered after death, but legend says that after the poisoning of the Woodruffs, this particular mirror was overlooked. The uncovered mirror reportedly trapped the spirits of Sarah and her children, who are occasionally seen or leave handprints in the mirror. The plantation is also reportedly haunted by a young girl who died in 1868. Despite being treated by a local voodoo practitioner. She supposedly appears in the room in which she died and has been reported to practice voodoo on people sleeping in the room. There is also a ghost who reportedly walks, staggers, or crawls up the stairs and stops on the 17th step. Some have said that this is William Drew Winter, the victim of the only verified murder in the house. He was shot on his front porch and, according to legend, staggered or crawled up the stairs but collapsed dead on the 17th step.